Hey guys, welcome back to our channel Skillvolution. Hey, you directly come to the point now. Wasting the time. What do you think? I'm a fool or what? Come here and tell me how to do it then. Come now, come. Yeah, sure, it's not a big deal. Hey, where? Sit there, keep quiet. No, now I will show you how to do it. Please don't do this. So guys, we are going to see selections today. Come, give me the seat. So guys, leave that fool and let's start our video. So as he said, today we are going to see about selections in Photoshop. So let's move on to the Photoshop. So I am creating a new document here. So last time we discussed that how to save our own preset. So we have saved one preset in last video. You can see the settings has been changed as per that preset saved before, and we are going to create a new document. The first selection tool we are going to see is rectangular marquee tool. In this tool you can see the preview of that tool given by the Photoshop, how it works. There is shortcut for that tool is M. So basically the tool creates a selection in a rectangular form on your canvas. So basically let's see an example. I am taking a new layer from here. So after that, after taking a new layer, I am selecting a paint bucket tool, which you will find inside the gradient tool. So here we have the two color options, which is foreground color and the background color. Whichever color is selected in a foreground color is going to paint by the paint bucket tool on your canvas. For selecting any color, you just have to click on this foreground color and you can select a color from here. Here we have the color picker option. I'm just going with red for now and just clicking on this canvas. So we got the foreground color fill on the layer. So here we also have this shortcut for this. What is the shortcut? The shortcut is Alt plus backspace. Alt plus backspace or Alt plus delete. Both the shortcuts work similarly. To fill a foreground color on a canvas, the shortcut is Alt plus backspace or Alt plus delete. So after that, if you want to fill a background color, what is the shortcut for that? So let's click on the background color and let's take a color like green. I'm taking for now. Hold Control and click backspace or save delete. So it is a shortcut for background color to fill in a canvas. So you can see here what happens after filling the color by the shortcuts or any other thing. The color is filling on the full canvas. Basically, selection tool activate the area which is selected. Select the layer and I am just clicking Alt backspace. So you can see only that area is filled by the color. So I hope you have understood that how selection tool works, and let's move on. I have created this selection. So if I want to add the selection, we can't add the selection here. So here we have the options to add, subtract or intersect the selections. You can see this first option. So in this first option, this is the add selection option. After going to this option, you can add a selections, how many you want, like this. And just by clicking Alt backspace or Control backspace, you can fill the color into that selection, whichever area you have selected. So if you want to subtract the selection, we have the another option here, the third option, which will subtract the selection. Here we have the another option, which is intersect with selection. In this, what happens in add selection and subtract selection option? If we add the selection, it will add the selection in our previous selection. And what will happen if we go with the subtract selection? It will subtract the selection in our previous selection. And what will happen if we go with the intersect selection? Let's see that. Got it? So what is happening here in this type of selection means where we have created the selection. You can see the intersected area of that two selections. Yes, the intersection part of that selection, it will remain and other part of that selection will be disappear. Okay, so if we want to get rid of this selection, you can't do the Ctrl Z again and again. So just right click on that selection. And here we have the deselect option on the first of that list. We have deselected the selection. So if we create any selections like this, I'm going to add many of the selections and we have to get rid of this selection. So just hit Ctrl plus D. It's the shortcut for deselecting the selection. So this is all about rectangular marquee selection. In that we have the drop down options, elliptical marquee selection. So in this elliptical marquee selection, what happens is we can create a circular selections. See, if we fill the color, it will fill the color in our circular selected area. Ctrl D, deselect. If we want to select an area in a perfect circle, just hold shift and drag the selection. Got it? Like this. Ctrl D, select. Okay. And here also we can add the selections, subtract the selection and intersect the selection. For example, I am going with add selection. Here we have added the selection. I want to subtract the selection, so I have subtracted the selection and I am going to intersect the selection now. So you can see intersection points has been created here. Let's assume that I have to add any selection in this and I don't know which selection is selected here. So I just gone for add selection, but it's got intersected. Okay, so I will suggest that go with the new selection option only and just create a selection which you want. And after that, if you want to add the selection, hold shift. You can see after holding the shift, it's toggling between the new selection and add selection option. So I just hold the shift, added a selection here. If you want to subtract the selection, there is a shortcut which is holding Alt. After holding Alt, you can see automatically shifted to the subtract selection option. Here you can subtract the selection. And if we want to intersect any selection, so just hold Alt plus shift. It will automatically switch to the intersect with selection. So you can intersect any selection. Got it? So I hope the option of this add selection, subtract selection and intersect selection has been cleared for now. And after that, I want to mention one setting here, anti-alias. So what is this setting? Just I am creating a circle here and one circle without anti-alias option here, and same color I have filled it. So you can see here the difference between the anti-alias option and without anti-alias option. The circle is created without the anti-alias option. It has been pixelated. So in this, what anti-alias do, it basically blur the edges of that selection to get the smooth texture. After zooming that much, it will be pixelated, but in size of the 100%, you can see the little bit pixelation of that circle. The circle created with the anti-alias option is smoother than the circle created without anti-alias option. Basically what happens, for many times we don't pay attention and we accidentally uncheck this option, and after that we can't figure out that why the selection is not coming smooth and all other things. So pay attention and do check this option while working on the selections. And here we have the another option. Let's delete this, select and delete. So here we have the another option which is feather. How feather works, let's see that. So how feather works, I am just increasing the feather value. How to increase or decrease the feather value? You can click here and add the value in pixels, or by just going here on the feather option. You can see the mouse cursor has been changed to the hand icon. You can hold it by the left click and just move it to the left or right to increase or decrease the feather value. So I am increasing the feather value to show how it works. And just I have created the selection. Okay, after filling the color, let's see what happens here. So in this, what happens, after increasing the feather value in selection, it will spread your edges to the outside of that selection. Okay, like this. You can see the color we applied in the selection is denser in the middle of that selection, and after some point it's getting spreaded. So this is how feather works. You can see here I can't delete only this thing. Accidentally I have deleted the layer. So I have told you in the first episode to take a new layer I forgot and I accidentally deleted the layer we have taken, so we can't edit this thing. So for now I just do the Control Z, and again I am going to say that please take a new layer while working in Photoshop. I'm going to add a new selection again with the feather value of 58.5 pixels and just adding the background color. You can see how the feather works, and now I can move this thing anywhere I want because I have created this thing on a new layer. Understood? So please create a new layer. It's a small thing. Every time you work, every object should be on the new layer. If we don't do this, let's assume that I have created the selection and just filled the color here. Okay, just fill the color here. So what you can see, if I want to just move this red color, I can't move this red color only. Why this is happening? Because we have created both the color on one layer. So just add a new layer from here and add a color. You can see we can move it anywhere we want. Nah? Yes. So please take a new layer always. Now we have done with the marquee tool, rectangular marquee tool and the elliptical marquee tool. So here let's move to the next tool. Because the video is going too long, so I don't want to bore you guys, and let's make it in two parts. This is the basic of this selection. We have discussed today what is rectangular marquee tool and the elliptical marquee tool and the options of that tools. Okay, so I hope you like this video. If not, please tell me in the comment section what we can improve in our videos, and till then wait for the part 2 and subscribe to our channel Skillvolution, and till then bye bye.